Hey guys, what I'm about to share with you is the 5 key pillars to removing fear and anxiety from your life and move into a place of divine peace and clarity about your journey in this lifetime, and how you can use these pillars to create lasting transformation and happiness. I'll show you how you can achieve this from the comfort of your own living room using simple tools and techniques. Anybody can achieve dramatic results using this simple step by step process, a proven pathway through the darkness and into light. And what you'll experience is freedom from emptiness, sadness, or anxiety, freedom from feeling unmotivated, lethargic, or fearful. What I'm about to share with you is a unique combination of powerful methods for creating lasting change that's quite different to anything you've seen before. I know your time is valuable, so let's jump right in. If you want to feel motivated, happy, excited about the future, and energized, let me share with you the 5 key pillars to removing fear and anxiety from your life and reach a place of divine peace and clarity. My big promise to you is you'll learn the only things you need to do to get crystal clear about what's really important to you in every area of your life by assessing the 5 main aspects of self and tapping into the highest vibration of each area and making sure they're all fully activated and clear, so you're balanced, awake, and open to every opportunity already waiting on your path to your greatest potential in this lifetime. Learn how to remove the root cause of fearful or anxious thoughts that are playing out in your life and keeping you awake, staring at the ceiling at night. Plus, permanently remove past conditioning, which has been holding you back for possibly most of your life. We'll cover negative self-talk and how to reprogram your mind to completely change the way you think, speak, and act so you can create huge positive change in your life and finally release yourself from the self-imposed prison of your own negative thoughts. I'm not talking about using EFT or tapping or positive affirmations every time a negative emotion arises inside you. I'm talking about something much deeper that will get to the root of all negativity in your life and transcend it for good. Remove the triggers that send you into an unexpected downward spiral. I've taken the most transformational techniques learnt and applied over a 20-year period and put them together into a unique and powerful combination that works effectively, efficiently, and permanently to completely transform people's lives, to lift them out of the darkness and help to feel happy, uplifted, and excited every single day. But firstly, because I want you to get the most out of today's training, I highly recommend you find somewhere quiet where you won't be disturbed, switch off your phone and any other social media, and make sure you have something to take notes with. I don't want you to miss anything. Before we go any further, I want to be clear that this is not for everyone. This is for women who are ready to challenge their current mindset and face those things that are holding them back, ready to reach out and embrace their highest potential, willing to forge forward and overcome the fears and obstacles that come with growth and change. If that's you, then you're in exactly the right place. If, on the other hand, you're unwilling to make changes in your life, or you believe you're uncoachable, or if you're unmotivated and just looking for a quick fix, then this program is probably not for you. In the next 40 minutes, you'll know how to uncover the number one thing your higher self is guiding you towards focusing on that is the key to your happiness. How to get in touch with the 3 or 4 key events from your childhood that have shaped your life and determined your path so far. The unique gift those events hold and how they relate to your path and your specific calling in this lifetime. Plus, how to reverse the effects of events you've seen as negative in your life and use them as the driving force for incredible transformation. Plus, we'll cover one relatively unknown but powerful method for activating your subconscious mind and getting in touch with the shadow self, the part of you that's become disconnected from the whole. Reuniting your shadow self with mind, body, and spirit is a vital part in the process of feeling whole and connected to your higher self, and it holds the hidden jewel to awakening the best version of yourself. Imagine having the freedom to live your life without anxiety, self-doubt, or low self-worth, and waking up every day without the niggling doubt and frustration that you're wasting your life because you now know you're finally on the right path and doing exactly what you're being guided to do in this lifetime. Imagine going to bed every night feeling fulfilled, at peace, and proud of your achievements and success. Does this sound familiar? Do you wake up every day worried that you'll never be happy? Do you feel disconnected from your family and friends because you're consumed by feelings of anxiety or depression? unable to work out what will make you happy or how to begin to change it, not knowing why you even feel this way in the first place? Do you feel lost and empty, like your life has no purpose, and wonder what life's about anyway? Do you have an underlying feeling of sadness or anxiety, but you can't get in touch with what it's about and feel way too scared and confused to face it anyway? And no matter what you do, you can't seem to move past the heaviness that's always on your heart. This is a picture of one of my recent clients, Deb. When I first met Deb, she was living in a small country town where she grew up. She was so scared to visit her local shops because of negative experiences she'd had as a child, although she didn't realise that was the reason at the time. She wasn't working and she was stuck in an unhealthy relationship because of low self-esteem. She couldn't see a way forward, and at 54 she could see her life slipping away before her eyes. She felt depressed and lost and had become so stuck in these feelings that she felt it really hard to find the motivation for the simplest things. She had no hopes or dreams for the future and believed there really was no hope for a happy future. She knew she needed help, so she started following these steps I'm about to share with you, and things started to change for Deb very quickly. In the first 60 days, Deb made the huge, life-changing decision to sell her house and leave her hometown. She had clarity for the first time about what was important to her. She made the move to Perth, leaving her house on the market, and started making plans for the future. She told me that for the first time in too many years to think about, there was hope. I feel inspired to follow my passion and trust the process. She's discovered that she's passionate about helping young people build their self-esteem, and she's looking at ways to further train in this area. Her long-term goal is to set up a centre where kids can be heard and supported and express their own creative passions. Now, more importantly, Deb feels like she has purpose for the first time in years, and she feels really excited about her future. Don't waste your time reading a stack of Hay House books like I did, hoping that somewhere in the pages will be the answer to all of your questions. Real transformation takes courage, work, and some deep soul searching, but has the greatest rewards. The results are incredibly liberating. You'll feel more grounded, but also lighter and more free as you remove the old stories and patterns that have kept you stuck for so long. Using the 5 key pillars is the key to achieving dramatic transformation in the shortest amount of time. I've taken my years of training and experience to find the most powerful methods of transformation so you can achieve immediate, life-changing results just like Deb did. For most of my childhood and well into my adult life, I smiled and acted happy and positive in front of my family and friends. But actually, I was drowning in anxiety and depression. I spent years racked with fear and anxiety, believing that the worst would happen to me. I felt so scared and alone, even when I was surrounded by people who loved me. I couldn't understand why I was experiencing such dark thoughts and feelings, and I began to believe that this was just a normal part of life, that I would live with this forever. On the surface, my life looked great. I had all the things in life that would make me happy. Beautiful family, great new house exactly where I wanted to live, great friends. So I couldn't understand why I was so unhappy. I didn't know how to fix it, and I honestly didn't believe that there was anyone or anything that could help me. What if nothing changed? What if I had to live with this feeling for the rest of my life? Thankfully, someone very close to me insisted that there was help out there, and I joined a support group for men and women who were struggling with the same feelings I was. That was over 15 years ago, and to say that 8-week program changed my life is an understatement. Immediately, I felt like there was relief in sight. I felt understood and supported, and I knew there was hope for a future without anxiety, fear, and sadness. That was the start of a journey that took me much deeper into questioning why we experience such struggle in our lives, and to understanding that struggle is an essential part of the journey, the catalyst for reaching our greatest potential. That we're all here for a specific reason, and once we discover that reason, our unique purpose, realize the gift of our journey and our struggle, and embrace it wholeheartedly, we experience incredible change and transformation. I've spent almost 20 years dedicating my life to studying and practicing everything there is to know about mindset, transformation, and personal development. And what I've found is the 5 key pillars I'm about to share with you have formed the cornerstone to creating incredible change in my life. I feel so blessed to have discovered these 5 key factors. My life has been completely transformed because of it and has been the driving force behind my passion for finding the most effective ways that I can help others on their own path, away from fear and anxiety and to lasting happiness, because it made such a huge difference to my life all those years ago. It's the result of a powerful methodology I've developed as a mindset coach to activate your hidden jewel, your greatest potential, and set you on the path to true growth and enlightenment. Where this differs to anything else is that it creates deep transformative shifts in mindset and behaviour that result in lasting change. I never believed true lasting happiness was a possibility for me, or that it even really existed. That happiness and pure excitement for life I now experience is far more incredible than I could ever imagine. Hi, I'm Karen Miller. If you've been struggling for years to find lasting happiness but just haven't stumbled across the thing that's going to give that to you, you just haven't found the right thing yet. It's not a great secret or spiritual voodoo. Just 5 simple key pillars that when used together will bring about powerful change and lasting transformation from the comfort and security of your own living room. There are a lot of band-aid fixes out there. This is not one of them. If you feel the same way I did, depressed and anxious, or just bored and uninspired by life, settle in while I take you through the 5 pillars to removing fear and anxiety from your life and move into a place of divine peace and clarity about your journey in this lifetime. Your destiny is calling you to something bigger, to experience the greatness of life through growth and new awareness. So let's jump right in and look at the first pillar. Pillar 1 is determine your happiness matrix. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, a matrix is defined as the set of conditions that provides a system in which something grows or develops. Your happiness matrix could be described as the perfect set of conditions unique only to you that provide the greatest environment for profound peace and love through transformation and return to your authentic self, your highest truth. It's the number one thing that rates of the absolute highest importance to you when you take the happiness matrix test. Surprisingly, most people are not aware of what this number one thing is, because we're all too busy being busy to avoid the emptiness and sadness we feel inside us to really hear what our heart is trying to tell us. It takes great perseverance and conviction to break any bad habit, and unfortunately, most of the human race is in the habit of creating extremely busy lives, and here's why. If you don't like your life, and if you're unhappy or discontent, why would you want to create more time to be with yourself? For most of us, the idea of sitting quietly without a single distraction is really unsettling, which is why television is such a popular pastime, and our mobile phones have become stuck to the ends of our arms as social media blankets us from the real emptiness and anxiety we feel inside. People are keeping themselves distracted in a bid to hold back the negative thoughts and mind chatter that plagues so many of us. Judgment about ourselves, fear about the future, and negative thoughts about our past. Imagine having something positive and empowering to focus on. The number one thing your higher self knows you need to focus on to experience true happiness at this time. What is it that you believe in above all else that's deeply rooted in your soul, your message that you want to share with the world? Your higher self already knows what this is and is waiting patiently for you to clear out all the senseless clutter so that you can focus on what's really important and each and every moment of your life can become purposeful and fulfilling. Imagine feeling crystal clear and certain about what it is you need to focus on and streamlining your energy, goals and decisions into this one important thing and allowing everything else to take a back seat. And then you'll know the work that needs to be done, and as you strengthen your connection with your intuition, your higher self, your path back to peace and happiness becomes crystal clear. After you apply pillar 1 to your life, you'll feel like you've found the missing part of the jigsaw puzzle to your life, like you can see the world for what it really is finally and begin to understand why you're here. You'll feel a deep sense of faith and peace that everything is perfect just as it is, now that you're open to it. But this is only pillar 1 to creating a successful and happy life. Pillar 2 is probably more important than the first, so let's explore that now. Pillar 2 is peeling back the layers. The Persian poet Rumi stated, "Your task is not to seek for love. Your task is to seek and find all the barriers you have built against it." Peeling back the layers deals with this exact thing, for at our very core we are pure love and light. However, from the moment we're born, we experience a separation from our pure essence as our divine light becomes overlaid with emotional suffering and conditioning. This is not for us to despair over, but rather realise that the path through this emotional adversity is also the path to reaching our greatest potential. For each of us, there are 3 or 4 key events from our childhood that have shaped our lives and determined our path so far, shaped our beliefs about ourselves, and put in place fears and limitations that prevent us from achieving our personal, social, or career goals and essentially becoming the best version of ourselves. Sometimes these events are quite obvious to us, but more often than not, the types of events that keep us stuck are the ones we're not even aware of. And these events have often become overlaid by other events that have triggered similar trauma or emotions, which simply blurs the lines of what's really going on for us even further. Cognitive realignment helps us to identify the root cause of sadness or anxiety. Of course, we're all here to learn from the events in our lives that we perceive as negative. Imagine them being shown the gift of each situation through the gateway of your subconscious, and using this as the driving force and momentum for incredible transformation. I'm not talking about hypnosis or anything like that. In fact, you'll be extremely surprised by how simple this technique is and how easy it is to access parts of your mind that have been shut off all on your own. And once you have, you no longer continue to experience past hurts and allow them to define your path forward or who you are as a person. If you ever wonder why you suddenly sink into feeling like a victim or blaming your spouse or friends for how you're feeling, cognitive realignment will remove these triggers and peel back the veils of stories you currently live your life through. And believe me, we all have them, for this is part of our journey back to our authentic self, to realise what these events are and overcome them. In most instances, following cognitive realignment, you struggle to even remember what the root cause and subsequent events were. As you continue to resolve each core issue, your shadow self grows smaller and you literally become lighter as you peel back the layers, and your divine radiance is allowed to shine through once again as the dark negative blocks that have become part of your energy system are removed. The more issues you resolve, the more you evolve spiritually, as removing these energy blocks reveals a clear path from your base chakra at the base of your spine to the heart chakra, where we experience unconditional love and compassion for all of mankind. As you apply Pillar 2, you'll feel less and less burdened by the negative thoughts and triggers that can keep you stuck in feelings of despair, fear or anxiety, and feelings of worthlessness. You'll enjoy time with your family and friends because you'll be happier and more present with them. You'll feel less confused and have so much more clarity about how to resolve issues in your life and what's really going on for you. This, I believe, is our ultimate goal in this lifetime. As we become more spiritually evolved, peaceful and caring, we're naturally drawn to contribute to the evolution of consciousness of the human species. There is a huge shift in consciousness at this time as we desperately try to reverse the emotional turmoil and unrest we're experiencing, and at the same time bring balance and repair back to Mother Earth. We're being drawn to help others and save the environment, which is our divine calling, outlined in Pillar 3. Back in the mid-1800s, Henry David Thoreau wrote that most men lead lives of quiet desperation and go to the grave with the song still in them. Almost 2 centuries have passed, and Thoreau's words are still as relevant today as they were then. In a recent United Nations study reporting on the status or well-being of people in the world, they took all of the responses and came up with just one word to describe how people perceive their lives today. That word is meaningless. Meaningless sums it up so brutally, but so honestly. We go to jobs that we don't enjoy to buy things we don't need in order to cover up the emptiness we feel inside. Most people are experiencing financial hardship as a result of living the life we believe we should be living. Divorce rates are high, as our suicide rates and our prison systems are bulging at the seams. For many people alive at this time, perhaps even you, life certainly does feel meaningless. So how then do we change this? What is our song? How do we discover it? And what's the relevance to creating a successful and happy life? You see, we're all born with a unique purpose, a unique set of gifts and talents to share with the world. Discovering and honouring this purpose is, I believe, the most important thing we'll do in this lifetime. Living a life of purpose by honouring your calling gives you a sense of fulfilment that turning up to a job day in and day out will never do. Once you discover your divine calling, you'll realise why this is the case. You're helping people in a way that no one else can, and the deep connection and satisfaction you experience through this really does fill your heart with loving joy. It's the food that feeds your soul and makes us feel complete and like our life has meaning. Whether it's creating bouquets of flowers, creating beautiful outdoor spaces, volunteering at a homeless shelter, or spending time with the elderly when they need support, we all have a song inside us that's crying out to be sung. Would you love to uncover your song? Would you love to get rid of the niggling doubt in your mind that there's something greater you should be doing with your life? Do you feel scared sometimes that life is passing you by and you still haven't worked out what it is that you're doing here? What it is that's going to give you your life purpose and meaning? Imagine feeling the tingles up and down your spine, that rush of excitement and knowing when you finally work it all out, the meaning to your life. Feeling focused, excited and driven to be finally doing what you were born to do and contributing to the world in your own unique way. Your unique calling is already inside you waiting to be revealed. It's encoded in our DNA from the day we're born. Imagine having absolute clarity about what's really important to you, what you stand for and who you are in the world. This beautiful gift we have to share with the world is cleverly interwoven into our lives from day one. For of course, if we have such an amazing, unique gift to share with the world, it's certainly not going to be born out of nothing. It's the precious threads of our lives that hold the key to revealing this back to us. And it's by moving through the pillars previous to this, your happiness matrix, and peeling back the layers, that your divine calling is revealed. We've all been endowed with our unique challenges, and it's through overcoming them that our greatest gift is revealed. Much the same as it is the struggle of the caterpillar as it leaves its cocoon that reveals the beautiful butterfly, no longer needing to crawl along the ground, but now able to fly free. Once you've applied Pillar 3 and discovered your divine calling, you'll feel settled and satisfied that you've finally discovered the reason you were born, the reason you're alive at this time. There's a place deep within each of us that wants to be fulfilled, that wants to know that our life has meant something, has made a difference. This is Lauren's story. When Lauren came to me, she was only 18, but was already feeling so discouraged by working life. She felt like she didn't fit in anywhere, and she felt like a failure because she'd had 4 jobs already and none of them felt right for her. She knew she had a good work ethic, but nothing seemed to be working for her. I helped Lauren reconnect with her love for cheerleading and dancing as a child, and found a connection to yoga through movement and dance. She set up a plan to save for the yoga teacher training she wanted to undertake, and 2 years later she's working full-time as a yoga teacher. She's passionate and excited every day, and she has a much happier outlook on life. She truly has found her calling, and finding her purpose and passion has given her belief in herself. She's so excited every day about where her life will take her next. Overcoming limiting belief patterns from her childhood was the basis to helping her break through to believing she could have this amazing life. Together we worked on small steps to achieve a massive goal that's changed Lauren's life in such a positive and uplifting way. Pillar 4 is the power of positive perception. What would this mean to you to feel like you've finally succeeded in life? Learning to harness the power of your mind through positive perception is perhaps the number one thing you can do to change your life. However, it's almost impossible to do without all the other pillars in place, because without positive purpose, meaning and excitement in your life, and removing negative patterns and beliefs, it's difficult to maintain a positive focus. In fact, one of my favourite quotes is by Deepak Chopra, where he speaks of success. Deepak defines success as the continued expansion of happiness and the progressive realisation of worthy goals. Having something positive to strive towards every day, something to be excited about, a challenge, and achievement is one of the keys to achieving happiness. Going to bed every night knowing that you did great work and made a difference to the world, whatever that means to you. So what does positive perception mean? If you were to take stock of every thought you have throughout the day, how many of them do you think would be positive and how many negative? Not surprisingly, for most people, over 80% of our thoughts every day are negative and are based on past disappointments, usually about ourselves, present aggravations, generally relating to someone else, and future fears. Imagine them being present in every moment, just in that moment, without fears for the future or thoughts of the past. Do you know that over 70% of the thoughts you have today are the same thoughts you had yesterday, last week, and last year? And will be the same thoughts you have tomorrow, next week, and next year? And that because your future is programmed in the present, with every thought you have, if you continue to have the same thoughts day after day, week after week, year after year, then nothing in your life will change. Nothing substantial that will lift your life to greatness anyway. So if you enter the present carrying thoughts of the past, thoughts based in fear, blame, or self-doubt, then you program the future to be just like the past. If, on the other hand, you stay fully present in every moment, you enter the future completely unrestrained by any old parameters, then this is where miracles occur, by interrupting previous old stuck patterns and breaking the lineal sequence of time. How exciting then to have access to your deepest subconscious thoughts that you repeat day after day, year after year, and interrupting those thoughts through a powerful set of mindset techniques, exercises and visualizations to create an exciting new future based on everything we've discussed so far and positive thoughts for the future. By harnessing the power of your mind so you understand how it works fully so you can finally control it instead of it controlling you. By understanding that everything that has happened in your life up until now, even the parents you chose before you were born, is 100% your responsibility. And by becoming acutely aware of every subliminal negative response occurring inside your mind to the events that happen around you every day and how your response to those events are creating more of the same. Being aware is the most important aspect to change. However, most of us are not aware of the limiting, dominating thoughts that have taken over our lives and are creating our reality in every moment. Imagine then the immense feeling of empowerment when you realize that you yourself have created every single event in your life so far. But more importantly, why? Understanding the gift of all of the major events that have happened in your life so far, significant people and close relationships, and how you attracted them to you as part of your spiritual growth and evolution, understanding the big picture. Our thoughts, positive or negative, have a dramatic effect on what we attract into our lives, so changing our mindset and looking for the gift in everything comes with incredible opportunity for spiritual enlightenment. By flipping our beliefs that life is against us, and instead understanding how every moment has contributed to our continued growth, what an immense gift. I've personally had 3 major traumatic events happen in my life that I could have allowed to completely cripple me, but because of my solid foundation in this work that has encompassed my entire adult life, I immediately looked for the gift in each situation, and it was glaringly obvious every time and helped me move quickly into a positive place and realise what each event meant for me in taking a positive step forward. On the other hand, if you continue to allow negative thoughts and emotions from those events to cloud your judgment and block your positive energy centres, you won't be able to see the divine perfection that's happening on a grand scale all around you. Changing your mindset is the 4th pillar and the 4th incredible opportunity for growth and change. Feel empowered and like a guiding light as you look on everything with a positive mindset, regardless of how negative it appears to be. As you open your mind to the gift that is in everything, you'll gain a clearer understanding of just how incredibly powerful your mind is and how positive thinking will attract more positivity into every area of your life. See yourself going through life with a lightness in your heart and passing that positive thinking and love on to everyone around you, helping to heal the world one person at a time. During a series of online coaching sessions, Lisa made a number of references to feeling worthless. At the same time, she was struggling to make sales in her coaching business and had no idea that her feeling of worthlessness was the reason why. After just one 40-minute session using cognitive realignment, we uncovered a memory from when Lisa was just 3 years old that she later realised had been holding her back her entire life, almost 45 years. That was an emotional session for her. 2 days later, Lisa made a $5,000 sale and then another one just 2 days after that. She mentioned to me during the session that she'd been exploring these feelings of worthlessness for months while she was under a therapist who she was paying a lot of money to and had never been able to get in touch with what was really going on for her, the root cause. Getting to the root cause uncovers the issue permanently and in most cases removes any negative energy that's since been overlaid onto the original memory, which is extremely powerful in removing heavy energy that's keeping you stuck. Pillar 5 is mentoring. Now, all highly successful people in the world know that having a mentor is so important to achieving happiness and success in this lifetime. Having someone experienced with a great listening ear and level of understanding is one of the greatest gifts for positive growth and change, and strengthens your ability to succeed through accountability and refines your understanding of your own abilities and weaknesses. Builds self-confidence by focusing on your strengths and finds ways to overcome any weaknesses and use these to build on your character and capabilities and experience achievements beyond what you thought was possible. Accelerates you towards your goals on every level through the ability to discuss and build on ideas and identify and overcome roadblocks and limiting beliefs quickly. Builds momentum by celebrating successes with someone who understands you and believes in your dreams and goals. And as an identical twin who spent many hours on the phone to my sister, I understand the power of deep connection over the phone, free from physical and visible distractions and from a space where you feel completely comfortable, your own living room. You're able to truly get in touch with your deepest feelings and desires, which creates a perfect environment for rapid transformation. This is my proven strategy for success in this area. Imagine knowing that you're on exactly the right path in every moment, no doubts about which direction you should be heading, what you should be focusing on, or how to move past any emotions that'll arise as part of this process. Imagine being able to confidently move through each pillar, knowing that I'm walking beside you every step of the way. As part of the program, you'll receive 4 accelerator starter sessions, which are 1-hour power sessions to get you moving quickly towards your desired goal. Plus, you'll have constant access to me via email so I can keep you moving and on track by answering your questions as they arise. Have access to our closed Facebook group where you can discuss your excitement and dreams for the future with other women who are on a similar journey as you. The energy you'll experience by connecting with these women is incredible, and the support and insights you receive being part of this group is amazing. You'll also receive access to my 8-part program that will guide you step by step through everything we've discussed here today using exercises, stories, visualizations, and guided meditations. Watch your inner self be revealed in all her glory as you dig deeply to discover the gem you hold inside you that are waiting to be revealed. Right now, I'm looking to personally work with the right people, and I want to help you to implement absolutely everything I've shown you today. That'd be great, right? Have a simple process to give you control over your life and the freedom you desire. I'll guide you every step of the way in creating a life you'll truly love, regardless of where you are right now. My only aim is to take you from where you are right now to where you want to be, by helping you to become the best version of yourself and helping you to find your real path and true calling in this lifetime, to help you transcend your fears, encourage you to believe in yourself and in me, and together we'll create something amazing. For the right person watching this, you know that this is your destiny calling you home. I'm going to mentor you through the entire process and ensure you have the guidance, support, and accountability you need to win now to create the life you want now, not years from now. And know this, if we end up personally working together, I'm going to help you with absolutely everything from rediscovering your passion for life by creating balance and honouring yourself and your time, uncovering your calling, your true life purpose, the reason you were born, and removing all of the self-doubt and confusion about your path in life and why you're here. Shatter the lens that you've been viewing the world through since you were perhaps very young and break through the patterns and limiting beliefs that have been keeping you stuck for most of your life. Empower you to see the endless possibilities available to you if you just step outside of your comfort zone, and how to turn those into amazing real life opportunities. And how to think and develop a mindset that transcends anything you've believed possible in the past, so success and abundance are easily within your grasp. So you're probably thinking, what's next? Well, you can act on this information and start putting these 5 simple steps into practice. Or you can take what I've shared with you and go it alone. But from what I've experienced, you could spend years trying to achieve success and happiness on your own without the power of these 5 pillars to guide you. So if you want to avoid a lot of trial and error and move quickly to get maximum results in less time, you can apply for a free consultation with me to discuss the possibility of me helping you to move from where you are right now to where you want to be much quicker than if you did it on your own. I'm taking on a small number of new clients right now to help create lasting happiness and success in their life. Now, no 2 people are the same, and I only work with people who I believe I can genuinely help. And the only way to do that is to speak with you personally and find out what your specific needs are. Once you apply for your free call by clicking the link below and scheduling your appointment, we can then take a look at where you currently are, what your goals are, and really make a step-by-step plan of how to create lasting happiness in your life using my system. So at the very least, you'll get total clarity and direction on how you can reach your goals much quicker. If this sounds good to you, go ahead and schedule a call. I will say this is not for everyone. You must be ready to make some major changes in your life and open to looking at things differently to how you have in the past. So whether you're just starting on your personal development journey or you've been here for a while, I can absolutely help you. If you're ready for the next level, go ahead and click the link below. Select a time that's convenient for you. These times are extremely limited, so be quick and snag yourself a spot. We look forward to speaking to you soon. The opportunity to work with me is strictly by application only, so apply now by clicking the link below, then follow the steps to schedule a call. Apply for your free call now. Let's talk. If you feel this is for you, let's make it happen. Remember deep down what you're doing this for. If you're serious, let's get on the phone. I'll talk to you soon.